Hey Staten Island, this is HealthWish, a conversation about the state of healthcare in the fabulous 5th borough. Our aim is to raise issues, raise awareness, and raise health. Because when we raise health, we raise everyone. It's never dull when Tracy's in the house. Today, we have stand-up comedian, actor, survivor, philanthropist, and proud father Tracy Morgan with us for 2 episodes examining his life and career, his faith, his determination to give back, and our own favorite, his enormously generous effort to support the pediatric cancer program at Staten Island University Hospital. This is episode 1 of 2 with the indomitable OG himself, Tracy Morgan. Give a listen.
Hey Staten Island, welcome to HealthWish. Today I want to talk to you about kindness and about charity. And I have an incredibly special guest here with me today, Mr. Tracy Morgan, who knows a lot about kindness and charity. I think most people know that Tracy did an amazing event for us last year and raised a whole bunch of money to help kids with cancer. But before I get into anything else, Tracy, I gotta ask you, you look great.
Thank you.
What have you been doing?
Just working out, eating right, man. My endocrinologist has me on a 130 carb diet. That's all I'm allowed every day, so I try to follow it. I don't have the greatest health in the world, and I just I gotta be here. At the end of the day, I gotta be here for my kids. I need to be here to walk my daughter down the aisle. I need to be here to be, when she asks me, Daddy, how do I know if he's the one? Well, do he love you like I love you? No, well then he's not the one. I gotta be here for all of that. I have children, I gotta be here. So I've went on this crusade to help others. I don't do this for me. It's never gonna be for me. It's way bigger than me. I do this to be in service to others. So whatever I can do, if I can take the gift God has given me and help others with it, I'm down. I know I had a terrible accident 8 years ago, and I pretty much understand why he spared my life, to help others. And when you came to me, and when I came to you, when we met, I said, let's go for it. That was the first thing I said to you, I want to give back.
So I got to watch you today with a little boy, 5-year-old boy who had cancer. But what was most amazing to me about that is this is a really special little boy. I mean, this kid, he had it all. I don't think you ever want to do a movie with that little boy because he'll steal the show from anybody.
Well, if he can't steal it from me, then I don't want him in my movie. He's great, he's good. Carmelo is great, I love Carmelo. I fell in love with him instantly.
This is Carmelo. I give him a hug.
But the one thing about watching you with him was you're a dad, right? Like watching you with that little boy and watching the connection that you made with his mother and his father. I mean, you got down at his level and, you were so incredibly comfortable being with that little boy that clearly children mean so much to you. Thoughts on that?
They're the future and we have to be there for them. We can't let them down. In no capacity, we can't let them down. We have to give them guidance. Like I said, I have 3 boys of my own, and I remember them being that age, and I just felt a connection with his dad, with his mom, with him, and it wasn't a problem for me to get down to his level and let him know I'm there, and I love you. I love you. I don't gotta know you to love you. I love you, doctor. I don't gotta know you to love you. I love you just because you. And I let him know that. And we went right into just having fun, playing games.
Well, let me tell you, I think one of the things about Tracy Morgan, because I've always been a big fan from SNL on down.
Thank you.
And watching you on screen, obviously, it's magnetic. But when you meet Tracy Morgan, is to know him is to love him, because you're hugging everyone, you're making everybody laugh. But I remember the way we met, and I'd love for you to comment on that, because the Russi family has been involved with this institution now for many years. We're sitting in the Comprehensive Breast Center, which was the first time that we met with them. And then we actually did more things with them, and now we have a whole cancer center. Right. And then, I get invited to this dinner and says, Tracy wants to meet you. We talked to him, and and I remember you walking in the room and you looked over at me and said, we're gonna raise money for children, let's do it. I never even spoke to you, but your passion for fundraising and helping people is amazing.
Well, I'm just mimicking my dad. And big up, Sal, I love you, baby. I'm just mimicking my dad. My dad was that. My dad passed away from AIDS in 1987. I was 19, he was 39, I want to say. My father, people loved him. And then I have a wife that passed away from cancer. So all these things that I do in their name. In their name. And when I met you, you gave me the opportunity to help, I was gonna take that. I got the opportunity to help kids with cancer. Are you crazy? I'm not passing that up. And I was able to use the gift that God has given me to do this. So I was really proud of myself for doing that. But it's bigger than me. It's about the children. It's always gonna stay about the children. He spared my life in a bad, horrible accident so that I may do these type of things. And I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity. And I hope we have more to come in the future.
Oh, the thing that strikes me about you, Tracy, all the time when I hear you, and this is in person as well as on TV, is your incredible optimism. You've actually had a lot of hard things in your life, right? From your upbringing to your father's loss, to your wife's loss, to your terrible car accident.
My brother's leg, my oldest brother is 2 years older than me. He was born with cerebral palsy. Seeing that, being raised under that angered me, it raged me, and I make fun of my rage. To see my oldest brother like that, sometimes children in the schoolyard can be mean, and you go get your big brother. I couldn't do that because my brother had cerebral palsy, so I had to learn to be funny to keep the bullies off of me.
So why are you still so optimistic? Why do you still so full of life? Like, where does that come from?
Because I'm not gonna spend time worrying. I've had opportunity to live this world, and I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. You have a problem with your life? Yeah. Can you fix it? No. Then why worry?
You're in for all 4 seasons.
You have to live all 4 seasons, summer, spring, winter, and fall. I'm 54 years old. I've seen enough. I try to pass that knowledge and that wisdom and that divine. I try to be on a divine level. Not many people are working with their divinity, and this is part of that divineness. How divine can I be? This is the things that Jesus Christ would have did. So I just try to follow his example. With forgiveness. I don't have to forget, but I have forgiveness because my Lord is very forgiving. My Lord loves his children, the babies. We have to take care of them. We have to protect them. We have to do all that we could because I have children of my own. And I don't think many people can appreciate the fact that I beat a coma to come back from my daughter. She was only 10 months old. I wanted her to live this life and know who her father was. And I just try to do what I do on stage to leave a legacy for my children and all the other young people. I come from an inner city where healthcare wasn't provided like that. So this is my opportunity. And this hospital is great. It's a great opportunity. And I just want to be here. I want to do my part. I want to pay it forward. I'm building a house. They say, well, where you building a house at in Alpine? No, I'm building my house on the other side of the bridge. This is a part of that. This is just a brick in that house. Doing this work here in this hospital is just a brick in that house. I built my house on the other side of the bridge, so when I enter his kingdom, I got somewhere to live. And this is a brick in that house, and my door's open for all you guys in this hospital. And you inspire me. You inspire me. Carmelo inspired me. That little boy fought for his life, and I needed that right now. I needed to feel that. I needed to taste that. I needed to see it. That little boy that age, 5 years old, fighting for it and won. That inspires me. What you guys are doing in this hospital, this is what's going to put you in heaven. Because you have put yourself in service to others. Guess what? I got a game for you on the play.
Hi.
Look, put this down. Now.
You have a game on your phone?
Look, no, not on my phone. Put your hand there. You can't let me hit you. Okay, look. Okay, you gotta move your hands. I got you. My great-grandmother, Nan, I love you, Nan. She told me always keep yourself in service to others. That's why I do comedy. That's not for us. That's because we're in service to you. God said, go down there and make my children laugh. People who have cancer, I make laugh. So that's God's work. That's not mine.
So I got to ask you a little bit about your accident, and in terms of a little bit of a different angle than you've probably heard before. So I think you know I was an ER doctor before I actually did this for a living.
Right.
And I saw a lot of people who had similar accidents to you. And
Well, just before you even continue, that's a sacrifice you made. To see trauma like that every day is a sacrifice. You are a total super empath to me.
Thank you.
To see that type of trauma every day and sacrifice your life for that type of trauma every day, that's empathic. More than a great education, I wish all my children, I wish upon them that they all have empathy for others.
Yeah, I would agree. I think there's nothing that
It's
we
important.
can give more important to our children is to care about other people. There's no question. And it's interesting because I saw a lot of people who had accidents similar to yours, and sadly, the majority of people who have that kind of accident, they don't make it into that next step of their process. What is really special about you in your case is not that you recovered, right? Because some people do recover. It's not that you got your life back, because some people get their life back. But what is interesting about you, and is actually fairly uncommon, is that your drive to succeed and to get back all of your creativity and all of your ideas, that came back like with a bullet. Like you're just as creative, just as interested, just as hardworking, and you don't see that very often. Where does that come from?
Somebody's working with me on that. God is working with me on that. That's not me. God is working with me on that. My dad, sometimes the Lord will take certain people out of your lives for a reason. They might stop your progress. My father was the one that brought me back from that coma. My daughter and my father brought me back from that coma. I remember being in that coma and seeing my dad's face. And he said, "I'm not ready for you yet, son." And I knew if I'm gonna be back here, I'm gonna take my prestige and I'm gonna help others with it. I'm not in this just for the money and the fame. I don't care about that. Because if I wasn't famous or rich, I'd still be funny. That's the gift God has given me. So I want to take that gift and I want to help others with it. And Carmelo was a prime example.
I heard something funny about you.
Oh, I'm scared.
Wait, Carmelo.
Carmelo, what do you not like wearing?
Underwear.
That's what were you saying?
I hate underwear.
No, he does.
Just to put a smile on his face. He's only 5 years old. He may not know it, but later on in life, he will see footage of me and him, and you never know what it might do. He might cure cancer. You never know.
Give you an idea of the kind of person that you actually are. You're very into this human contact and giving people that I met Tracy Morgan moment. Like you tell jokes just because you feel like you don't want to cheat them. I've never seen anything like it.
You notice that you bring it back to me, but I won't. You know, this conversation is me, but I won't. It's bigger than me. And I always talk about others. It's bigger than me. And when you saw me for the first time years ago, you never knew it was going to be this.
No way.
I didn't see it coming.
No way.
I didn't see it coming. It happened the way it's supposed to happen.
100%.
So that way we was able to help others.
And that's where we'll pick up next time. HealthWish wishes to thank our very special guest, Mr. Tracy Morgan. We're very interested in your health wish. Contact us at healthwish@northwell.edu. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again soon.